Hi, this is Master Angel Salona from Impact Martial Arts. In this video, we will be discussing triple combination techniques and how to throw them, or different ways to throw them, at an advanced level. This is a concentration I would work on with black belt level students. So if we are practicing our traditional triple combination techniques for hands, I might start with a low block, reverse punch, high chop. Let's just throw that technique 3 times for practice. 1, 2, 3. Did you happen to notice that I did something different every time? It's very subtle. On the first technique, I did my low block and landed my foot with my block. Then I threw the other 2 techniques. The second time through, I landed my foot with my third technique, block, punch, chop. And then the third time we did it, I followed up with a low block. I landed my foot with the punch and then followed up with that high chop. Changing that body motion changes the dynamic effect of the strike. It also should change our breathing and also maybe our hip movement. What I would like you to know at this level is how to control that. How do you deliberately meet those different criteria? So this time, let's focus on just the low block punch and landing our foot with the punch. The hardest part of this is not slowing down either your foot to meet your hand or slowing down your hand to meet your foot. You would want to speed up the part that's slower instead of slowing down the one that's faster. So first you need to figure out who's faster, foot or hand. Then you need to find out the slower guy. We need to make him move faster. We don't want to make the faster guy slower. We want to make the slower guy faster. So we're going to do that low block punch 3 times. We're landing our foot with the punch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now we're adding on the high chop. And we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to try to land my foot with the last strike. I want you to speed up the part that's moving the slowest. Make it move faster. Don't slow down the fast part to let the slower part catch up. Speed up whatever's moving slowest. Low block, punch, chop, foot lands with the chop. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to do the in-between. I'm going to do low block punch. I'm going to land my block with the punch. Then I'm going to add on the chop, and we'll discuss. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Why that intermediate step? When I land the block, or when I land my foot, I am fully stable. I have 2-footed base. When I'm in the middle, in transition, I have less stability because I'm only on 1 foot. I could still absolutely land a strong technique, but I have less stability because I'm only on 1 foot. So the perk of being able to land fully and now deliver the third strike would be the gain in stability. I'm going to have to crank my hips though because they've already landed to get more torque or more power, effectiveness into my strike. So when I'm in air, it's happening fluidly. I have to have an extra pullback if I've already landed that stance or some idea of that. So your job is to be able to deliberately land when you want. Not just land because that's when it happened, but land intentionally on the block, on the punch, on the follow-up strike. When is that foot landing there? Why is that foot landing there? That is your job to be able to do it with intention. Make it happen on purpose. Okay, so we're going to do that same drill, and we're going to do it with one more technique. We're going to do high block, 2-finger spear hand. And now you already know the secret sauce. So let's practice high block, 2-finger spear hand, back fist. Let's do it 2 times only, landing our foot with the high block. Ready, 1 and 2. Okay, now we're going to land our foot 2 times with a 2-finger spear hand. 1, 2. Okay, and now 2 more times. We're going to try low block, 2-finger spear hand, back fist, and we're going to land our foot with the back fist. 1, 2. Let's do that one more time for good luck. Ready, go. Okay, so there's something else that we need to take into consideration when we're playing with these speeds and landings of our techniques, and that is our breathing control. At no point do I want to hold my breath, but I want to breathe in and out. If you think about our exercise, we're always going to exhale on the contraction. We want to follow that same rule in our martial arts application. On the contraction, or the completion of our technique in this case, we want to exhale. So what is the completion of the technique? If I'm landing my foot with my low block, if we go back to the first technique, I'm going to finish a breath there. And if I'm adding on, I'm going to finish my breath a second time on the execution of that last technique. But my breath is going to change with the finish. Where are the periods in my sentences? That is where I want my breath. So if I'm landing my foot with the punch, I'm going to have an exhale and a breath out on the chop. If I am breathing out, or if I am landing my foot on the chop, that is the breath out. I don't have to breathe out in the other spaces. So I can certainly mix and match. There's not a right or a wrong here. We're talking about advanced levels of movement. How can you move deliberately, making yourself move in this fashion, coordinating your breathing with your motion, or even try coordinating your breathing out of motion. How can you change your breathing from what your body's doing and separate them? That's hard. I'd like to bring up one more area, which is a challenge technique that you could practice the same sort of timing and breathing intention. So in Nahachi, we have our, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Block, punch. This technique in particular, when I step on the touchdown, I look. On the next touchdown, I block. That's not what I would like to concentrate on, but that is the part of the form we're in. Okay, so we see this combination, 1, 2, 3. We've seen this in a couple of forms. Same information. Now I'm talking about, instead of stepping, I'm talking about sinking my weight. Sink, 1, 2. Or how about sink, 1. Or how about sink? How about breathe out, in, out? How about breathe out, out again? How about one breath out? Advanced level of movement. Let's practice from this block position. Sink, 1, 2. Let's do it 3 times. Sink, 1, 2. Sink, 1, 2. One more. Sink, 1, 2. This time, let's practice from the block. Sinking, done, block. And it's not about lowering your horse stance. It's about sinking your weight. Keep that in mind. 2 different things. So we're doing low, block. Go. Go. One more. Go. All right, and the last one we're going to do is sink, ending the landing with the final of that triple combination. Ready, go. Again, go. One more time, go. All right, black belts, I hope you're working hard. I hope that some of this works out for your benefit. I hope it gave you some food for thought, and I hope you're working hard. See you on the mat. Tongsu.